Alright, prisoners, welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. I actually don't remember what episode this is. It's either episode 14 or 15. I don't remember exactly. So, what are we doing today? What we're doing today... How many eggs are here? Just one? Good. What we're doing today is... One, we're gonna straighten up some things, because I saw some designs that I liked online for some... What do you call it? Some of the facilities that we already have that I could basically improve a bit. So I really like that one. Also, this ran into a problem on my other save file. So on my other save file, I'm prototyping things ahead of time so that I don't screw them up as much here. And one thing I found is that it might be a glitch, but this is creating more water for some reason. And it shouldn't be. Like, this basically filled up on my prototype file. It should be recycling the same amount of water. I don't know why it did, but it did, so I am going to build one of these in the event. Once it gets to about here, I'm gonna probably start interacting with that one, but... So let me show you, I saw a more efficient way to build these. It takes advantage of certain rules on what counts as a building. And by building, I mean a room. What counts as a room. So let's go ahead and load these in. Like so. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to build it really compact. Like this. Now, the design that I saw was only using one, but I want to use two. Because why not? I forgot I can also just copy these over with the B button. So this is what it's going to do. We basically are going to make it really, really tight. And we're going to dump all of the creatures in here. And the reason we're going to do that is because by leaving this space open, it doesn't cut the room. So this still counts. You could tell by the color coding, it counts. If we put a block here, it would cut the room and this would be the stable and this would not. So we need to leave this open. The reason we need this in the first place is because the hatches... We need to contain them in here. We need to not slice the room, but they can leap 2 objects high. They can, if we just put this here, they would be able to jump on top of this. In fact, I'll do it right now. I'll just destroy that, and you will see that they can just hop up and down over it. You see that? So that's why that needs to be there. Now let's go ahead and designate our filters. It's going to be 7, because that's how many this can contain. Normally it would contain 8, but the addition of these, removing blocks from the room, basically, the amount of critters who are allowed to be in a stable without becoming overcrowded is based on the amount of free spaces. By removing these 3, it drops from 8 to 7. But that's okay. It's going to be so much more efficient. There might be a way, you could probably just build it a little bit wider or something, but that's not a big deal. We're going to make this an 8. What we're going to do over here is fill this with the... This is going to be a 6. Let's fill it with the stuff that we're feeding them. And let's go to resources. Raw minerals. What do we have the most of? We have a ton of granite. Yeah, we've got a ton of granite. So we're... actually, no, these guys have to eat sedimentary rock. That's the only thing we can feed them. And we still have a lot. We have 63 tons of sedimentary rock. Not as much as the others, but there's a lot of sedimentary rock on the map. So that's going to be a 6. This is going to be a 6. And we're going to feed hatches, sedimentary rock, and hatchlings, sedimentary rock. Copy the settings to the other one. Oh, I didn't confirm it. Darn it. Grr. Sedimentary rock. Sedimentary rock. Copy. Okay, and then we will make We'll make these all 6s. This is an 8 because it's important. Set it to auto-wrangle the surplus, which means all of the ones that get out. And once they build this block, what I can do now is just wrangle all of these ones over here, and it's just going to bring them in here. And now we'll do the same thing over here. Limit is 7, auto-wrangle surplus. Let's slow things down a little bit. I want the game to continue, but stone hatches, stone hatchlings, priority 8. These guys, do we have smooth hatches yet? Yes, we have 1 smooth hatch egg, so we're going to, we only need 1 smooth hatch egg. In fact, get this guy out of here. Remove, let's start incubating the smooth hatch. Get him in there. Maybe make sure I'm doing everything right. Stone hatchlings and stone hatches. Why is stone hatchling way up at the top? It's supposed to be in alphabetical order. Okay, so we're going to be feeding the stone hatches raw minerals. The reason we're feeding them raw minerals is because look how much of it we have. We want to feed them something that we just have in absurd excess, and we have so much granite. Increase this to a 6. The reason we want this to be a 6 is because by having this one at a 6 and having other storage containers at a lower one, it will tell our dupes to store granite in this one before it stores it in these ones. And that's what we want. We want this to be full of granite, and then when it's excess and when it overflows, they'll put the rest of it in these ones. Now we'll designate this. Where is it? QRS, Shinebug, Stonehatch, ST, there, Stonehatch. You're going to be eating granite. And this is great because we're going to turn the granite into coal, and we need the coal for power. Where is it? Granite. Copy the settings. Now these are applied. The other thing we need to do is we need to get the eggs out of here because the eggs count towards the cap. Okay, let's speed things up. Now, we got double the feeders here for double the capacity. The supply is going to be right over here, which means when they're not going to have to travel all over the base to get to it. And then what we need to do is we need a place to get the eggs out. We don't want any eggs in here. But the other thing we're going to do is let's go ahead and get this started over here. I want a ladder to go all the way down here. I want one of these. What do I have? I'll build it out of iron. Oh, we don't have enough iron. I guess I'll build it out of copper then. Oh, we got a ton of copper. Don't build it right there. So what we're going to be building is... Actually, no. This is incorrect. We're doing things in kind of reverse right now. We do need this here. Okay, so this part's correct. We need to expand this outwards because we're going to start... I don't think I'm going to be able to complete it today. Like, I don't think that's going to happen. But we're going to be building a power plant, a much more proper power plant. And so I need this area clear in particular, which is going to be a little frustrating because of this. And I'm feeling a little impatient, like I don't want to have to properly construct it. But let's go ahead and this is going to be 16, 16... Like, we are just going to plow right through this. It's going to be super gross, but that's fine. We need to clear this area out. This area needs to be cleared out. And we're just gonna... I'm not gonna remove these just so that our deodorizers can function. I'm just gonna build more deodorizers as I go. There's not much of a pattern to them. I'm just going to build them periodically. That's fine. Normally I don't want to remove the abyssalite, but the abyssalite is actually getting in the way. I'm gonna need a ladder down here. Gonna be putting a ton of slime in here, which is fine. Collecting the slime has its uses. Actually, slime is really useful. Let's go ahead and let's just put these here. That's what we can do to ensure that these have a tile to sit on top of. You can obviously mine that, that's just in the way. A lot of coal right here, which is nice. So what we're gonna do is... yeah, we gotta cut this area out. The abyssalite is... normally, the reason you don't want to mess with abyssalite until you have a good reason to is because abyssalite is an incredible insulator. Like, you can have this really warm area and this really cold area, and the abyssalite is what's preventing it from crossing. Like, abyssalite is a very powerful insulator. Okay, that's correct. Oh, man, it stinks that this part is here. Let me see how far I need to go. 16, and then I need an addition... let's just leave it here temporarily, and then I need an additional 4 or 5 spaces, so... yeah, we're gonna have to do something about this area. This is gonna take multiple episodes to do. It's gonna get really messy, and I don't want it to get super messy. So we're gonna go ahead and... I was originally gonna be a little lazy on it, but I'm not going to be lazy. I'm gonna build a proper water lock, and then we will vacuum out that area. I was really excited to show you the new power system that we're gonna be building, but some preparation is going to be required. Okay. So... we're not going to be taking any duplicates until I get a permanent supply of water, and that means a water electrolyzer, but I'm not ready to make a water electrolyzer just yet. I mean, I may do it earlier, like once it's very realistic for us to get the water electrolyzer going, that's probably when I'll do it. We need more of these. Let's set all these to 6. These need a slightly higher priority. Well, that's not... I said 6. Just put this here. Let's put one down here. We're just gonna throw these, like, everywhere. These aren't working because they need their sand delivery. So I'm probably gonna ignore... I'm just gonna take this pocket and this pocket, and I'm gonna ignore... well, there's also these here, but I'm gonna ignore these ones because... water, auto bottle, copy, paste. Okay, so now you can see our... this is looking a lot nicer. You can see they're stuck in here. Oh, we gotta wrangle this guy. But they're cramped right now, I think. Okay, good, they're not cramped. These guys are cramped. Let's check why. Go to the stable. There are 8 critters in here, which means one of them has to be turned into food. Now, stone hatches have a lot of hit points, so what I'm gonna do is, give them the drowning treatment. Because, they have a lot of health, and they will actually hurt... we'll kill one of them, just to... let's check our priorities. How many... okay, we have 2 guys that are set to attacking. So, let's remove the oldest one. 25. All of them are pretty similar, so you'll see how much more health this one has. Look at that. Look at that. They got a triple team it. And that's with... these characters have very good... damage. They have a high priority. Now, let's just take one of these guys out, just for me to show you. We have a... let's take this one out. Just so you can see the difference. Look at that. So, the stone hatches, that's one of their things. Is that they are very, the same with the smooth hatch. I can't wait for this thing to come out. That'll be really good news. How are these things coming along? Half hatched. This is nice and hot for them. Area is very germy. Let's check our... Lots of polluted oxygen still. Need to build more of these. Looks like we're gonna need one here, here, here. Probably need one here. Let's go ahead and build some tiles to prop these up. And let's go ahead and build one over here as well. It takes a while for these germs to die off. So someone like Kyler got slime lung, that's not too big a deal. Basically all it does is, it reduces his athletics, so he'll be sluggish for a while. Slime lung originally would kill you, but it does not do that anymore. I just realized that this is the entire slime biome right here. We may as well just demolish this entire area. To be completely honest, like, let's not have a half measure. Let's just completely destroy this area. One of the commenters, I can't remember who it was, but they were saying... What am I building this out of? Granite? Let's build this out of, sedimentary rock. The reason we're going to use sedimentary rock is because that's what's native to this biome, which means they'll just, instead of having to go all the way into the base to get a material, if we build it out of sedimentary, or igneous rock, wait, what is it? Sedimentary rock, yeah. So if we build it out of sedimentary rock, then they won't have to travel very far. Okay, that was the world's ugliest painting of the construction queue. Let me go ahead and hold the shift. If you hold the shift button down, this is another idea I got from the community. You can draw in straight lines. Let's just completely trash this entire area. Be careful not to remove the abyssalite, except where it's absolutely needed. I also have a strong feeling that we're going to need more storage. Like this, this is not going to cut it, so let's destroy this. It doesn't matter if the food is not in a container, as long as it's just inside this chlorine. If it's in that chlorine, it's perfectly fine. And then it's not even a waste to use the sedimentary rock, because we're just going to replace it later. We're just going to... Let's also mop this up. Cut off all sources of polluted oxygen. We're just going to deconstruct these when we're done. They're just kind of being used as temporary scaffolding. Probably gonna have to... Actually, no, he won't. I think they can hang on. They can hang off the ladder and drill through it. Let's mop this up as well. Some of the polluted water froze into ice. Let's add some filters to this so that they can now officially use this for adding in more of the slime. The slime will eventually dissolve. Like, when it gives off the polluted oxygen, it actually dissolves away, just like when you get the oxalite. But we don't want it to do that. We want to use the slime in an algae deoxidizer, which is currently infected with slime lung because we forgot to shut it off. So we're gonna just shut these off for now. Actually, we're gonna deconstruct them because they're full of crap. One of the things you need to do is, when you're mining fresh slime, you need to turn these off. I can tell, though, the contents, you know, we got slime, and they're producing algae that has it as well, so that's not good. That means we'll be outputting some corrupted algae for a little while, but we caught it relatively early, so it'll be fine. Let's increase our priorities again. We want all of the priorities. Let's just, I don't even care. Let's just get all of these things prioritized. We need a little more, probably about 200 more grams before I'm ready to drill into here to begin clearing this area. Ooh, a lot of algae here. So what's nice about those, I mean, we disabled it, but what was nice about them is, I feel like that's not necessary right now. There we go. Just disable that temporarily. Right now we gotta brute force our way through nature right now since we got all this area to drill out for construction. Okay, so after building a whole ton of these, you can see that the slime lung is not doing particularly good. We have eradicated quite a bit of it. Let's go ahead and build these here. Build some tiles to prop it up. Like, we need to make sure we stomp out all of it. Like, we can't have any of it. So I'm gonna build one here. Here. And I want one here. It's kind of tedious to have to go through this, but... Oops. Right there. Looks like I'm probably gonna need one. This one's probably gonna float back and forth repeatedly, so let's just do that. And remember, we're not wasting any resources. We're just going to deconstruct these when we're done. So this is probably ready. Yeah, this is gonna be ready. So let's go ahead and disable this, and once this is done pouring, we'll copy. Very good. Now we can start entering into this area. I want to keep it really compact because I don't want the gas to escape. I don't want the gas to have a lot of room to move. In fact, I don't even know if I want to do, because remember the chlorine is heavier, so it's going to sink downwards, so I don't even know if I want to do that. We might need to expand it. They might need a little more room. Like, they might not be able to make that kind of steepness. We'll see. Oh, they can do it. That's good. So by keeping it really tight like this, and then we're going to vacuum all of the gas out, it's going to be way easier to, especially if we put a oxygen majigger right here. Just quickly borrow a wire and run it right over here. So this should compress the chlorine downwards. And I mean, we'll deal with the hydrogen last, because the hydrogen will get trapped somewhere up here. Maybe I'll drill these two away, and that'll create a little pocket for the hydrogen to get trapped. Because at first I was like, we can ignore it, but then I'm like, wait, that's 2 kilograms of hydrogen. I actually want that. Let's see how our... Okay, so why aren't they... Okay, this guy's just, we're just gonna kill him. The reason they didn't get put in is because the limit is 7, and he's number 8. So now he's barbecue. The eggs are also causing a problem? Oh no, they're not causing a problem. Why are you guys cramped? We got to kill one. So we're gonna create the drowning location over here. Where is it? Let's go ahead and create it. This is the way you can, especially if you have to get rid of a lot of stone hatches. There are more efficient ways than this, but this is kind of like a, it's only inefficient because it's manual. Barbecue, we don't need that. Well, that's right, we're not choosing dupes right now. Oh, our poke shell grew up, I see. I'm not too familiar with poke shells, to be completely honest. I know that they shed, and that's what you're trying to collect from them. That's like the product you want. Okay, let's see. Let's get a stone hatch in here. Make this an 8. Make this a 9. And who are we gonna wrangle up? You. So because this one is an 8, and this one is a 9, he'll get wrangled and he'll be taken over to this one. Or at least that's the way it should work. And if not, I could just disable this real quick. Are they gonna get him? Okay, here we go. And now all we gotta do is deconstruct this. I'll go ahead and put it on a high priority. And now he's gonna drown and transform into meat. And we didn't have to injure ourselves to do it. Doesn't take too long for them to... the drowning debuff. Apparently he's glum. Yeah, I guess you'd be a little glum if you got plunged into water that you can't swim out of. Let me just turn these off. So these are the stuff we're going to be using to make our real power plant. So this is pushing it downwards, which is what we want. Let's go drill this out a little bit. The reason for that is because this is where I want to put the pump. Since the pump is... it's going to fit right there. And we're not even wasting oxygen because we're going to be using this space anyways. I mean, there's a little bit of oxygen down here, but that's not a big deal, to be honest. Let's go ahead and get the receiver ready. We're just going to pump it right around here. And let's go ahead and get... oh, it's so narrow. Okay, we'll put it like somewhere right. Or we'll cancel those two just because I don't know. I don't remember where the pipe actually installs. Same thing with this. We'll just very carefully move it down here. We cannot move. Well, we can move through rocks, but you could not do it like this, like how we can thread the wire through walls. That's all. That's a property only for walls. That's not a... okay, so apparently we can't even reach that, so we're going to build this as some scaffolding so that we can reach that area. Okay, so we have cleaned up all the slime. Let's check a little bit of polluted oxygen right there. Apparently that's an unavailable build location. Let's build this right here and build this right here. But as you can see, we have cleaned up all of this is chlorine, like it's slightly brighter than that one. That's the polluted oxygen. So that's all looking really good. Let's check the germ map. Germs are gonna be here. They, let's click slime lung to see it in the index. Oh, here it is. Dying factors. It is dying on gas. 3% of the germs in the tile will die per cycle, so it takes a little while for them to die. If this was chlorine, they would die extremely quickly. But the slime lung germs cannot exist in regular clean... in carbon dioxide either. They can't exist in any... they can't exist in any atmosphere. Why can't we get in here? Is there a reason we can't get in here? Okay, it's because this probably needs to be a little wider. So let's go ahead and widen this. Set this to a higher priority. Okay, we'll pause. Okay, they can do it. Let's go ahead and put one of those there. And probably, like, I don't want anyone getting trapped down here, so let's go ahead and put this... Oh, wait, there's a... This is blocking us. Connect. Let's get a wire. Connect the wire. I do want an automation here so that we don't... So that I can just shut it down with the click of a button. Very nice. Let me also get this bleach stone out of the way. Okay, that's not what, it's not too big of a, that's not a big deal right now. Okay, good. The automation wire has already flicked it off. This will ensure that we can harvest these things. I want you to shut down at... if it gets below 300 grams, just because, like, that's a pretty thin level of gas. Is it already below? Okay, well, what I could do is I can just flick this back and forth to turn it on and off in that case. Okay, so we are pumping primarily chlorine out of here, which is fine. That's what we wanted. The loss of the depressurized chlorine is allowing this to continue to put... It's creating more oxygen, and the oxygen is forcing it downwards. That's basically the whole mechanism of this. We could see it right here. The chlorine is just being pushed downwards and being pumped out. If you didn't use this method, like if you didn't add oxygen into it, then the chlorine would just get really thin. It would be in all of this area, and it would get really, really thin. You would still be able to do it, but I have found that this is a little bit faster. Or not a little bit, it's a good bit faster. What I'm looking for is we're starting to get a little bit of oxygen. Okay, let's shut this off. Okay, we have all the chlorine has been removed. So let's go down here now. And now we'll let this out. Like I said, it's taking all day just to get this part done. Ah! Look at it! That's the smooth hatch. Where are we gonna put the smooth hatch? Oh, he needs his own place. Let me just look at our food. Meal lice is 900 calories. Maybe it's time to... Let's make this area a... We'll start building it over here. Let's remove this. Okay, let's build this. We need to seal this. This water needs to go. Abandon this plan for now. Oops. So we're going to let this water go in, and then we're going to pump it out. Because I need to make room for this new... We got so many things we're doing simultaneously. Okay, where is the hydrogen? The hydrogen is pulling up over here, that's fine. Let's deconstruct pretty much all of this. Except for, not the ladder, though. And deconstruct this as well. Drill this out. Because this is where the pump is going to go. So the hydrogen is getting... Hopefully it'll wiggle a little further over. That would be nice. Maybe what I'll do is I will I'll dig this one out too. Put the pump right here. Same concept, build the automation, just so I can flick it on and off whenever I want. Hook this up. Okay, we need to get to, probably, I want to pump this out really fast. So what I'm gonna do is remove this layer. I'm gonna add a ladder in so they can get out. Let's just get the layer up to here, that way I don't have to think about it. While they're doing that, this needs electricity. Oh, I want this little puff of hydrogen to come over a little bit. Oh, it did. Okay, it looks like it'll be fine. Got another thing in. Mushrooms. I don't know, let's get one of these again. Okay, so we got a pip. I forgot all about that. Let's get the pip over here. Food. A drop-off point right here. And I want this to be a 9. I want them to build that, like, right now. Germs are dying, which is good. Okay, let's set this to pips. Pip and pip squeaks. Maximum priority. Where is the pip at? There he is. Wrangle at a maximum priority. And then they'll go take him over there. The reason I want him over here is because he's going to plant more food for us. What they do is, if there's any seeds or anything, they can plant them. Now, there might not be any seeds, but that's fine. I would just rather him be over here right now, where the probability of there being seeds exists. And these things can live in a wide variety of temperatures, so it doesn't even matter. Just freeing up a few locations while I am looking. I'm always drilling out anywhere that has the cracks, because that's where a buried item could be. Okay, let's see how things are going on over here. Everything looking fine. I mean, I didn't look in great detail, but... Okay, let's turn this on. Hopefully we can get all that hydrogen out. Come on. Give me that hydrogen. Got it. Okay. We did suck a lot of oxygen up, but who cares? Okay, with that done, we can actually build the floor here. Okay, how big is this room? It's going to be 16. So this is the ladder is where it's going to be. There's going to be a floor here. There's going to be a floor here as well. I don't want to go through... I want to make sure this ladder is available. Don't do that. I mean, we may do that, just not at this exact moment. There we go. Okay, so this is where the wall would be, so let's go ahead and kind of simulate the wall. Like I said, that always helps you visualize the room a little better. This is where the door would be. And then this little... I need a little more space after this. Let's go ahead and deconstruct this. Deconstruct that. Oh, God! Let's let him out. That was an accident. Okay, looks like I can't do that. Let's go ahead and do that then. I want a priority mop. Hopefully before it pulls up a ton. Yes, we did catch it before it pulled up a ton. Can they not reach that or something? Okay, they reached it. Open this up a bit. Hopefully it'll be thin enough for us to actually sweep it up. Let's see. Too much liquid. That's not what I was hoping for. Let's seal that up. And then we'll let it drain downwards. And we'll do the same thing. I just don't want the liquid to get all, like, crazy. Actually, we might wait till the next... Well, we'll have to wait till the next episode, actually. As you can see, it takes a long time just to get a construction effort done. We also have to sort this stuff out. Well, we got slime lung inside here. Interesting. Slime lung's still here. It's going to take a few days for this all to die, but... No polluted oxygen anywhere, so it will eventually die out. That's a certainty. Let's go ahead and continue just cleaning this up, because this stuff is no longer needed. Which will make the area look a lot less messy in terms of design. Okay, so today we mainly did a lot of drilling and stuff like that. Got this guy here. He's doing stuff. He'll figure it out. He'll be fine over there. But yeah, here is the new design for the creature stables. And so anyways, to complete my thoughts on it, by having it set up like this, it means, look at all this free space. We could put anything we want in here. And it won't interfere with the building classification of it being a stable. We could put more storage in here, for example, instead of using, like, all of it. We wouldn't be able to do this with these guys, though, because there wouldn't be enough tiles, farming tiles, for them to eat. But it does work for the hatches. This area up here, we are going to be using for the smooth hatches. Eventually, I'll want to, like, have additional pens, because I want to have more than 7. And there's more things we can do. We can actually do a bit of automation, like we can create a... Oh, I don't have the research for it. Let's queue that up so I don't forget. Where is automation at? Here it is, smart storage. But, yeah, we can basically get a mechanical arm that will just automatically grab stuff. Like, it'll grab the coal and put the coal in something, or it'll grab the food and put it in there automatically, and that means we won't even need someone to pick up after it, which... reduces the amount of time dupes are spending cleaning and increases the amount of time they're doing other projects. So, next episode, we're going to clean up this area, we're going to filter the gas, and then we're going to start building our actual power plant. These guys might hatch as well. Yeah, they're 84% hatched, so you're going to get to see the slicksters pretty soon. I'll have to build... I already got a stable prepared for them. Like, these guys are ready to rock. These guys are our carbon dioxide solution. That's why I have not gotten rid of the carbon dioxide. It's why it's all over the place. We are going to make the... Not make, that's just what they do. The slicksters will eat the carbon dioxide. This area, looking pretty good. Once we're done drilling out all of this slime, then I will reconstruct these and we'll start producing more slime, which one of the most important things is that it creates more water. Like, we extract the water out of the slime. Water is a really valuable resource, even polluted water, because we can convert polluted water. You can already see this filling up a little bit. So this will be clean but germy water, so we'll have to disinfect it. But we are gathering more chlorine. We have 40 kilograms of chlorine, so it's not like we are lacking for ways to disinfect it. Because if we put one of these with the germy water in there into one of these, the chlorine will kill the germs, and then it will just be normal, everyday, clean water. So that's what we're going to be doing. But at any rate, that's the end of this episode. I'll keep my eye out for more designs that I like, that I think are easy to do, that they don't take a lot of effort to make, just very simple improvements that we can make to the base. There were some ideas as well. Let me go. I'll if I remember, I'll do them next time. That there's some things we can do with the doors. But yeah, at any rate, that's the end of this episode. Like this video if it was entertaining. Subscribe for future Oxygen Not Included content. And of course, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.